Once upon a time, in a leafy green garden, there lived a little snail named Sammy. Sammy was unlike any other snail you've ever met. While most snails were content to move slowly and enjoy the journey, Sammy was different. He dreamed of winning a race, something no snail had ever accomplished before. Sammy's best friend, a wise old snail named Shelly, often advised him to be patient and enjoy life at his own slow pace. "Why do you want to rush, dear Sammy?" Shelly would ask. But Sammy was determined and would respond, "Because I want to prove that even the slowest creature can be victorious." One sunny morning, Sammy saw a notice pinned to a tree that read, "Annual Garden Race, open to all creatures." His heart skipped a beat. Sammy knew this was his chance to shine. Excited and full of energy, Sammy went to the heart of the garden where the race was to be held. The starting line was buzzing with activity. There were rabbits, squirrels, and even birds, all ready to prove themselves. When the other animals saw Sammy at the starting line, they laughed. "Don't be silly, Sammy," chuckled a rabbit named Ruby. "You should have stayed home." Sammy took a deep breath. He knew it was going to be a challenging race, but he was determined to try. The race began with a whistle, and while the other animals dashed ahead, Sammy started his slow and steady journey. While racing, Sammy remembered an important lesson from Shelly. Slow and steady wins the race. He moved with determination, focusing only on his goal and not the laughter around him. Through the twists and turns of the garden, the other animals started getting exhausted. The rabbits were out of breath, the squirrels were too tired to climb over the high rocks, and even the birds were starting to falter. But Sammy continued at his own pace, inch by inch. Soon, afternoon turned into evening, and Sammy finally saw the finish line glistening under the setting sun. To his amazement, none of the other animals had reached it yet. They were all too worn out and resting under trees, panting and drinking water. With one final push, Sammy crossed the finish line. The garden erupted with applause and cheers for the small snail with a big dream. Sammy had won the race. "I did it, Shelly," he cried, remembering his wise friend back at home. That day, Sammy not only proved his point, but also set an example for everyone that no dream is too big if you have the determination to achieve it. All the creatures of the garden, even Ruby the rabbit herself, acknowledged that sometimes being slow and steady truly does win the race. And so Sammy became a hero for snails everywhere, teaching the world that courage and perseverance can take you anywhere.